Bell rings hot like a July noon. Books feel heavy in my hands. I cut for shade where the red dirt ends, kicked off shoes and made a stand. Muddy water on my jeans, laugh loud with my best friends. Sunburned days and cheap dreams, swear this summer never ends. Mama said, boy, be home by dark, but the river pulled me free. Every bend was a promise saying, come learn who you'll be. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, cold splash freedom running wild and loose. We learned a lot about living and a little about love, under neon stars and a harvest moon. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, all the rules washed clean and new. Yeah, we learned a lot about living and a little about love. Let it drift on down the Chattahoochee too. Pick up radio humming low, fireworks in August skies. First kiss tasted like sweet tea, brave as we were shy. Skipped to class, took a chance, wrote our names in wet clay. Every mistake felt right back then, every ride felt that way. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, where the water taught the truth. We learned a lot about living and a little about love, in cut-offs, boots, and nothing to lose. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, time ran barefoot, cool and blue. Yeah, we learned a lot about living and a little about love. Let it drift on down the Chattahoochee too. Years roll by like river miles, jobs and rings and keys, but I still hear that summer laugh calling back to me. If I ever lose my way, I know where I'll go. Follow muddy water memories to the bend I know. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, where a boy met who he'd be. We learned a lot about living, a little about love, enough to carry into history. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, hear it sing my youth to me. Yeah, we learned a lot about living and a little about love, all drifting down the Chattahoochee too. We outran heat and homework lines, Took the back road dust, found a rope swing gospel preaching faith in us. Sun on chrome, river brown, hearts beat out of time. Every secret we ever kept got baptized. Old men fishing said, boys, listen close with a grin. Life don't grade you by the book, it grades you by when. Down on that muddy water, we were bulletproof. Learned a lot about living and a little about love. Hands held tight, let go fast, truth came loose. From a riverbank classroom, push came shove. Down on that muddy water, young and bold, learned a lot about living and a little about love. What we didn't know then made us gold. Yeah, a little about love and a lot growed up. Borrowed courage, stolen time, hearts beat fast and loud. First goodbye felt like a win, second felt like proud. We broke rules, fixed what we could, left the rest to fate. Every scar a souvenir, every smile a day. Down on that muddy water, stars fell through. Learned a lot about living and a little about love. Cut grass dreams and a sky so blue. Every wrong turn felt right enough. Down on that muddy water, promises told. Learned a lot about living and a little about love. We were rich with nothing, poor with gold. Yeah, a little about love, never old. If I'm honest, I still measure miles by the length of a summer smile. If I'm lost, I listen close to the river teaching me the most. Down on that muddy water, hear it hum. Learned a lot about living and a little about love. From a barefoot boy to who I've become, I carry that lesson wherever I run. Down on that muddy water, let it flow. Learned a lot about living and a little about love. What we learned then, it still helps me know. Yeah, a little about love, that's enough. Bell rings hot like a July noon. Books feel heavy in my hands. I cut for shade where the red dirt ends. Kicked off shoes and made a stand. Muddy water on my jeans. Laugh loud with my best friends. Sunburned days and cheap dreams. Swear this summer never ends. Mama said, boy, be home by dark, but the river pulled me free. Every bend was a promise saying, come learn who you be. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, cold splash freedom running wild and loose. We learned a lot about living and a little about love under neon stars and a harvest moon. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, all the rules washed clean and new. Yeah, we learned a lot about living and a little about love. Let it drift on down the Chattahoochee too. Pick up a radio humming low, fireworks in August skies. First kiss tasted like sweet tea, brave as we were shy. Skipped a class, took a chance, wrote our names in wet clay. Every mistake felt right back then, every right felt that way. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, where the water taught the truth. We learned a lot about living and a little about love in cut-offs, boots, and nothing to lose. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, time ran barefoot, cool and blue. Yeah, we learned a lot about living and a little about love. Let it drift on down the Chattahoochee too. Miles, jobs and rings and keys, but I still hear that summer laugh calling back to me. If I ever lose my way, I know where I'll go. Follow muddy water memories to the bend I know. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, where a boy met who he'd be. We learned a lot about living and a little about love, enough to carry into history. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, hear it sing my youth to me. Yeah, we learned a lot about living and a little about love, all drifting down the Chattahoochee too. We outrun heat and homework lines, took the back road dust, found a rope swing gospel preaching faith in us. Sun on chrome, river brown, hearts beat out of time. Every secret we ever kept got baptized. Old men fishing said, boys, listen close with a grin. Life don't grade you by the book, it grades you by wind. Down on that muddy water we were bulletproof, learned a lot about living and a little about love. Hands held tight, let go fast, truth came loose from a riverbank classroom. Push came shove down on that muddy water, young and bold, learned a lot about living and a little about love. What we did Hearts beat fast and loud. First goodbye felt like a win, second felt like proud. We broke rules, fixed what we could, left the rest to fate. Every scar a souvenir, every smile a date. Down on that muddy water, stars fell through. Learned a lot about living and a little about love. Cut grass dreams and a sky so blue. Every wrong turn felt right enough. Down on that muddy water, promises told. Learned a lot about living and a little about love. We were rich with nothing, poor with gold. Yeah, a little about love, never old. If I'm honest, I still measure miles by the length of a summer smile. If I'm lost, I listen close to the river teaching me the most. Down on that muddy water, hear it hum. Learned a lot about living and a little about love. From a barefoot boy to who I become, I carry that lesson wherever I run. Down on that muddy water, let it flow. Learned a lot about living and a little about love. What we learned then still helps me know. Yeah, a little about love, and that's enough.